Hey, well, it's Sunday fun day, and you're probably wondering what I'm up to, and I'm pretty much wondering the same thing. Besides getting a haircut. No, I'm not doing that. It's getting a little scraggly, isn't it? Anyway, so I'm just playing today. Model A is almost done for wiring. Should be coming home here this week, and then I've got to finish dynamatting it, and I got to get a dry shaft made. I got to get my tranny dipstick in. I got to a bunch of little shit I got to tidy up. Still waiting on my Sanderson headers. They're being built. I think they're probably at least 2 more weeks out. And then I can actually kind of fire it up, I guess. I got to put a rad in it, of course. But yeah, so today I'm kind of playing. I'm kind of cleaning up stuff outside in the yard, shop-wise, and inside, and working on the. I got the 58 wagon. I brought it in. We'll take a look here. Let's close the door here. It looks nice and sunny, which it is. It's a sunny, beautiful day, but it's still chilly. So I got the old wagon in. And I don't know if you guys remember, it had the mirrors up on the fenders when I got it. Had the big honking mirrors on either fender. Cool, very cool mirrors. At first I liked it, but the more I looked at it, it just reminded me like of an ambulance or something. And I just had to get them off of there. So I took the mirrors off. Now, this car originally came out of where was it now? Was it Dakota? Somewhere down south, I can't remember. I told you guys in one of the videos, I forgot. I gotta look in the paperwork. But anyway, like I had told you, the gentleman who bought it, who I bought it from, he got the guy that originally had it. It had a 348 in it, and he purchased it because he wanted the engine and tranny. So he pulled the engine and tranny, and then the gentleman I bought it off, he tried to get the guy to sell him back the engine and tranny. The guy wouldn't. It had already worked its way up here into BC by that time, of course, and so then what happened was he bought it, brought it home, and he put a brand new, completely rebuilt 354 bolt main in it with a mild cam, which is all fine. It's just my cruiser. So, but it was a 348 car. But where I was going with it was it sat in, certain it's North Dakota. It sat back there, and the old guy who I bought it from never did try to. They're off there right now. Get the rear windows moving up and down. So I'm going to attempt to pull this ratty old shitty door panel. Put it back on later though. I'm getting new door panels, or maybe I won't even bother putting it on. Fuck it, let's leave it off, get some new ones. Look better with them off than it would with it on. Anyway, he never attempted to try and get the windows working. So I'm going to pull that apart and see if I can't get in there, oil and lube up the track and everything. It tries to move a bit. So I'm going to play with that and see what's going on. The other things is I got myself a new sign here. Canadian sign, this one. It's kind of cool. Canada's safety brake lining. It's all lit up. Clock works pretty cool. Got that put on there. And of course, you all remember my Ford's ice cream one. And I picked up another one here today. Not a clock, but just a lit up sign. Old Milwaukee. I drink my Old Milwaukee here. Drink that. I drink Pilsner. I drink Pabst. I drink all that cheap beer, I guess you'd call it nowadays. Drink all that. I like it. So I'm kind of putting a few lit up signs up over here that are kind of cool. They're not the most expensive, sought after signs, but they're still cool, you know. Got the old soap dispenser here, I put here, the window. I mean, you have to remember, this is my workshop. We work in here all day long. I mean, there you can see the Camaro's on the hoist, and we got this truck that's cut into a million pieces. I don't know if I showed you this or not, but we took this off the frame. You guys must have saw it on Instagram and Facebook, my pictures. It's gone. Took it all out. Mike's got it all out of there. He's already replaced this piece and got her taken care of. So, yeah, rotten right throughout. Look at it, all the way down the sides, the back half of the sides. Like it's just rough. There's a new floor pan there. We're gonna have to do a few alterations because it's for a pickup and it's slightly different here. It looks like it anyway. From measuring it, it looks like it's a little different, but you never know till you set it in. But yeah. So same rusty. So yeah, this is complete frame off. Obviously, working away at the wooden floor back in there. Yeah. So just playing with that, and then this was the ragtop Camaro. I've got the booster on there, and I'm just running brake lines on it right now. The gas lines are ran, gas tanks in, brakes are all in. Drum brakes. Remember, if you're ever doing drum brakes, you're going to see 2 different brake shoes. You're going to see a short one and a longer one. The pad itself. Okay, the pad itself, not the shoe. I shouldn't say the shoe assembly. The pad is longer. Longer pad always goes to the rear. Okay, guys. Just in case somebody didn't know that. Just throwing a helpful tip out there. So, yeah, nice clean underneath. We had done it all. You remember, I put all the quarters and floors and everything on this thing. There was nothing. I put it all on. So, yeah. So, and then I'm working outside here. Trying to, I'm just making it fun. I'm cleaning things up, so I'm trying to get things organized. I put these here, so I had this always here. Alright, tire protection. I had these, people have given me these old safety kits and stuff, like, you know, first aid kits and stuff like that. So I hung them right up there on the side of the shop wall. I think that was pretty cool. And then, you know, we got our Hunter alignment there, and then my buddy Dan, he gave me this. This is from the local pub down the road, Duke's Pub. Alright, that's pretty cool. Handy pocket combs over there. Our 7-Up cooler, and yes, it works. Just kind of cleaning this area out here right now. I had the wiper thing over there, and I moved it out of here because I'm putting a big 80-gallon pig tank in here. I don't have heat in this main shop. So how I heat this shop, believe it or not, is with... My shop is very, very well insulated though, okay? Very well insulated. But how I have been heating this shop in all the years I've been here, which is like nearly 12 years, is with just one of these propane heaters that goes on a 20-pounder. Or you put it on a 30-pounder, 40-pounder, whatever you want. I will come in here in the morning, and the old temp here, this old temp in the coldest part of the year for us, like when we're talking the frozen winter, will be down to 40. And if I turn that heater on there on high, and I leave it run for 1 hour, she'll bounce right up to 70, and then I'll shut it off. I'll shut that off, keep the doors closed, and it's nice and warm in here till around noon, and then I have to turn it back on for a half hour just to kind of get her touched up again. So a 20-pounder like that with that heater lasts me around, I get a good 3 days, 4 days out of it. But what I've decided to do is I'm plumbing in I'm sick and tired of filling these things up. So I've actually got infrared heaters. I'm putting one right here, and we're going to plumb one up over there, and it's going to run off an 80-gallon, which is 500-liter pig tank, which is going to go outside, and then they just come and fill it when I need it full. And that's what we got going on over in Sean's area where he works. He's already got them heaters in there. So that's what's going on in my main shop. So that is why I've moved everything out of here. See, this is something I got to do today. But, you know, so this is why I'm not going to do a video for you today. You don't need to see me sweeping up the floor and shit like that. This is a box we're doing. We got this is a I don't remember if it's an 89 or a 91 Ford pickup. I don't remember. Anyway, it come in and we're doing full bodywork and paint on it. So, but it needs a bit of welding. I'm going to tackle this probably tomorrow or the next day. It's all busted there. Same as the other side. It's broken the same spot. Okay, so in my little other bay that I built for myself that I had all spray foamed and insulated, I've taken every license plate I've had laying around the yard. I've brought in here and I've put them all in here. With a couple signs, posters in between, break it up a bit. I put them all in here, kind of cool. I'm trying to keep my license plates all in one area. Kind of my display area. I got to do something here. This is a few of my steering wheels, not all of them. I probably got a few more. I don't like it. I don't like how they're here. I don't know. It does nothing for me. So I got to think about how I want to redisplay these. So that's in the back of my mind today. So as I'm working on the 58 in there on the window trying to get it rolled down, if all of a sudden I come up with an idea for these steering wheels, well, I'm just going to drop the window and come running out here and do it, because that's just what I do. So kind of, like I say, I'm having a good time playing today. This is the frame from the Suburban, the 69 GMC, or the panel wagon, whatever you want to call it. That's the frame right there. So, got to take it all apart. So, you know, I got wall hangers over here. I don't know, maybe you guys have been on tours before. Like, I got these lights I hang up. Like, I buy old shit, right? Old lights and old gauges. Like, I don't know if you can see it. Here we go. Like, old pressure gauges. I put those up. I'm a 55 Chevy grill, not in the best shape. You know, big old piston. You know, 56 Buick, I believe that is there. I got some, you know, hand drills. See, I'm going to hang those up. So my plan for these is I'm going to put these right here, right there on the wall, kind of stagger them and stick them back there. I think that'll look really, really cool. Another lantern up there. I just like it so when people come over, maybe they're not a car person, but they get a kick out of looking at the stuff hanging up and around, right? It's not like I really allow people to come in here and start taking photos. I don't do that. It's my business. I don't know who they are. But, you know, I have, you know, I do have friends. And once in a while they'll say, hey, can I bring my buddy over? I've never been. He wants to see your shop. And they're like, yeah, sure. And that's okay, right? See, just like I got a few things hung up here. Some of this stuff like this here is reproduction. That's a reproduction sign. That's a reproduction. I don't care. I'm not that guy. If it's original or reproduction, whatever. Who cares? It is what it is. It's all fun at the end of the day. It still gives you the kind of same feeling to see these old signs. You know, it makes you feel good, if that makes any sense. So, you know, just neat stuff. So the some people were asking about the Buick. The Buick is over here. We're gonna leave her sit now for a week. Sean roughed in all the bodywork on the roof, the quarters, and the doors. So there it is. Her roof is all roughed in. Doors are roughed in. Everything's lining up beautiful. You know, and like I say, Sean's roughing a bodywork. Oh my God, Sean's roughing is probably my best bodywork that I could do. I mean, you know, a trick when you want to feel the body of a car is if you're sitting here and you're watching your hand run down the side, sometimes you don't feel things as much. I want you, next time when you're near your car, here's the door, I want you to put your hand on that baby. Feel your old girl now. Close your eyes and just go like this. Just run along. Alright? When your eyes are closed, you tend to feel what you need to. I know it sounds crazy. Trust me, do it. Just do it. Camaro. The gentleman's getting a rad support. You can see this one's all cracked. It's rotten. It's just gone. It's just complete toast shit. So he ordered one. It'll probably another 2 weeks. Once he gets that though, boom, we've got all the edges painted. We're not far off. We'll get on the rest of the car and paint it. And to be quite honest with you, with the temperatures the way they are right now, we're not really painting anyway because it's just a little too damn cold right now. A little too cold to be painting stuff. So here's the other thing I want to work out that's on the back of my mind today. Here's my mud flap wall. I don't have many mud flaps, but I put cool mud flaps up along here. All right. I got all these old cans. They're cans that I've gotten either for free or for dirt cheap, and I throw them up here. They're not the most sought after cans, and I'm okay with that. I don't need the primo shit. This still makes me happy. It's still pretty cool. So I got the shelf all the way along there, but these hubcaps, and this is just some of the hubcaps I got, I'm not happy with the way they're displayed either. They need to be cleaned up and washed and everything, but I got to do something different. Again, just like the steering wheels, they're all just sitting on one wall, and I feel like that's not what I want. Somebody might come in here and think this looks pretty cool, but I want to redisplay them somehow. So that's something else I got to think about. But I don't want to put too much shit up on the walls in the main shop where we're working, because you start doing that and it darkens the place. Sure, it looks mighty cool, but it gets very dark in there unless, you know, you got lots of good lighting. I mean, you guys been seeing, I've been painting the shop, and I've replaced a lot of the lights here, or I should say my neighbor Mike, the electrician. He's come over and replaced a lot of it with LED. We're putting LEDs in slowly as we're doing it. Basically, what I'm doing now is when a light burns out, I get hold of Mike and say, hey, my 8-footer ran out, get me LED now. Let's do brand new LED, and that's what we're doing. So I'm not replacing anything unless it's out, and that's it. So you could put lots of lighting in and have all this shit on the walls, but again, to me, I think that's really, really cool, but I don't want to get too much stuff in here. I like it all over the whole yard. I like to walk around, and instead of just in one building, I like to know when I walk out of here, out there makes me just as happy as in here, if that makes any sense. So that's about it. So hey, I'm gonna just stop this video for now. I'm gonna play with my cars. I've rambled on for 15 fucking minutes now, and you've seen nothing really that probably interested you, or maybe you did. But I'm gonna stop the video. I'm gonna play with my car, and if I do something and something changes, then I'll get this video up and going again. And if nothing changes, well, I'll turn the video camera on and say, hey, see you later. But anyway, I'm going to go play with my car and have some fun. I'll see you in a bit, guys. Okay, well, got the door panels off. And I put it back together. I left the door panels off. They're pretty ratty. Look at these panels. They're done. They're just done. I'm not going to put them back on. If anything, they look worse on the car than it does the door like that. I'm going to get new door panels for it eventually, not right now. Not this, we're in winter now obviously, not this winter. This winter my main goal on this car is a few things I got to do mechanically on it. And I'm going to put a whole new wiring harness in it because it's the original wiring. And I'm going to put aftermarket air conditioning under the dash by Vintage Air. But with that being said, I did get our factory air conditioning, if you can see this. I don't know if we can see this. There we go. See that window? She's rolling up and down. Look at that. Beautiful. So I got them both fixed. I got that one all fixed up. While I was in there, I oiled and lubed and cleaned everything up with the door mechanism, all that. So, you know, all the door rods are taken care of. You know, like all this kind of stuff here for your locks. I took care of all that. Got this window rolling up and down just fine. So I'm happy with that. Again, left this door panel off. It's all good. So that's fixed. Happy, happy. So I got my factory AC working for now. But yeah, you can buy them units by Vintage Air. They just go under the dash. I'm not buying the heater and the AC because the heater in here works like a hot damn. I'm just buying the aftermarket one. And they're quite nice. They got the pods that come out in the front like the round circles. If you look it up, you'll see it there. And they look original. And I know you're probably like, what the hell are you doing putting AC in here? But this is my all year round daily driver. I mean, like I said, I won't drive it in the snow unless I have to. But I'm going to be going like to trips on this thing. I'm going to run this sucker down to California and we're going to go up to the Okanagan our way and all sorts of shit. So, hey, there's nothing wrong with wanting wanting a little bit of comfort. I don't think, I hope. Anyway, I've worked hard all my life. I worked for my 50 years and kept those windows rolled down and those no drafts open, and I enjoyed that cool air and had those vents open down on my legs. But now, I've worked hard. I can afford a little air conditioning. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so that got done. So I'm happy there. I don't know what else I'm going to do here today. There's not much more to show you. I figured I'd just end this video. I know what I can show you though. Let's go over and check out and see how Sean's doing. Because you guys feel bad we're getting a bit behind here a bit on some of these videos. But let's see what Sean's up to. He's not here today obviously. But let's see how he's doing in the body shop end of it. He's been working. We got the little Falcon back in. We're doing the Falcon. It's for a friend of mine, Jeff. And Jeff's in no panic. I mean, he also doesn't want the car to sit here for years on end, but I'm sure he's liking the fact that right now over the winter it's in nice dry storage for him. So we're just taking our time with it. I know he's got a wife and a couple kids and he's a working stiff, so, you know, I'm making sure we do work on it, though. I can't not work on it. I can't just leave it sit here because if that's the case, well, then it's costing me money. So, but we do a little bit here and there. If you remember last time, we got all the roof done and we got it in first primer. There's quite a few dents in it. Well now, you can see Sean is on to he stripped the quarters to bare metal. He's got a coat of mud it looks like on there. And well, he stripped everything down here. He just had to. It had all that shitty old paint on there you had to get off. Oh, look at that factory lead seams, hey? There you go. Factory right there. I mean, nobody did that. That's the way they came. There you go. Anyone have a Falcon out there? Look at that. So yeah, he's working away there. Looks like he's working a bit down in here. So he's working on it. So the plan is, you know, midweek to end of the week, we'll have the back quarters all put in first primer. Small little car, so not so bad. Got to line the front fenders up a bit more on it. I threw them on there when it went for the alignment because you want to have the most weight you can on the car. Threw them on there, got them 75% lined up, not 100%. Got to tweak them a bit more, but that's okay. But doors closed nice. Doors are all lined nice on it. So what will happen right now is we'll get these quarters done, leave it at that, put it in primer, leave it sit for another week, pull it back in, fit the trunk lid, get the trunk lid fitting real nice, do the bodywork on the trunk lid, then leave it for another week, and then do the two doors, and leave it for another week, and while it's sitting for that week, I can play with the front end, and yeah, taking our time. So if you're out there watching Jeff, there you go. You're going to have a little bit of a payday this Friday coming up. Sean's on it again, but, you know, it's all good. I may as well just leave this side open because I have to write up my order today. I always write my orders up Sunday. I come along here, you can see I've got written on the board where all the sandpapers go. 320, 400, 600, 120, 220, 150, 80 grit, 100 grit. Keep it all there. Sean hangs it up at the end of the week when he goes home Saturday. I come in here, I look, I see what I need to order for the week. So, doesn't look like I got to order too much. Oh, the 67 Galaxy. I don't know if you guys remember this. It's been here for a while. Anyway, for the longest time we waited to get a radiator. Finally got a radiator. Nice Champion rad there. I like Champion rads. Maybe some people don't. They're cheap, they're inexpensive, they're aluminum, they look nice, and I've honestly never had a problem with them. So I don't know, some people might argue. Oh, let's see if this old girl will start. Make sure she's in park. Give her a couple pumps. Look at that. Haven't had this thing running in probably, I don't know, 3 days. There we go. Sounds pretty good, eh? I don't want to choke myself out in here. Anyway, but yeah. Listen to that. Runs like a dream. Runs like a dream. Steers perfect. Power steering works like a hot damn. Brakes seem to stop it. No issues there. So she's running, and the owner picked out the color now, so I just bought all the paint and the clear coat for it. So we're going to start painting door jambs and edges and get this sucker bolted back together. Whew! A little smelly. A little smelly. Now, if you're all wondering where the Mercury crew cab went, we didn't complete it yet. We got a couple things to do, which we're going to do. The bumpers are laying back there. Don't know if you saw them. The owner took it. He had a date booked in for upholstery. So it's gone for upholstery. I think it's back here mid-January. So you'll get to see it with the upholstery in. And then we'll get the bumpers on. We'll get the headlight doors on. We'll get the tailgate on. A couple things we still need to do to it. Not much. I would say guaranteed there's 1 full day, but I'm thinking there's probably more like 2 full days on that. So that's it. So I'm going to leave you with this beautiful shot of this lovely, adorable new member of Old Time Garage, if you remember a while back, a little 58, and that's right, Nomad. So many people argue with me and said they didn't make a Nomad in 58. Well, they did make a Nomad. 55, 6, and 7, they made a 2-door. It was so the man could have a sporty looking wagon that was a 2-door with the ribbed roof and all the nice chrome, but it was still a wagon where he could haul the wife and kids around, and she was happy too. But this is not something I put on here. Look it up online, Google it online. 58 Nomad was the top of the line wagon then. It's got all the chrome across the tailgate. You know, it's got the shaded blue gloss. It had everything. So they did make it. A couple people wrote into me, said they didn't make a Nomad back then. Blah, blah, blah. And they went off spewing online like they always do, rambling on. You know, what could I do? What could I do? All I could do was say, you know what? You're behind your computer, you're rambling online. You know who I am. Why don't you just come down to my address so I can kick your fucking ass off the yard? How's that for a Nomad for you, right? Anyway, so that's about it. I did do my Model A deck lid. Got her all painted on the backside. That's the color. It looks blue. And then, if I get in the right light here, I don't know how to get in the right light, but it looks black. You know what I'm saying? Sexy. Sexy, sexy. That being said, hey, it's always a good time at Old Time. We'll catch you next time. Christmas is coming. I got toques, I got t-shirts, I got all the shit that you need. Go to my page and look it up. Old Time Garage. See you later.